Malaysia, peaceful and prosperous. Malaysia, development in full gear. The achievement seen today is not the result of a day's work. The National Archives of Malaysia, the treasury of the nation's heritage, proof of civilization of the nation right from the era of the Malay Sultanate of Malacca at the beginning of the 15th century. The National Archives of Malaysia was established on the 1st of December 1957. It was originally known as the Public Record Office of Malaya. In 1982, the National Archives of Malaysia moved to its new purpose-built building at Jalan Duta, Kuala Lumpur. The operations of the National Archives of Malaysia are guided by the National Archives of Malaysia Act 2003, Act 629, which replaced the National Archives Act 44 of 1966. Besides gathering, preserving, and providing access to the public, the National Archives of Malaysia is also given the mandate to manage electronic records in the public sector. In 2004, the National Archives of Malaysia was placed under the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Heritage of Malaysia to further enhance its role as the major resource and research center on the nation's history. The National Archives of Malaysia offers various facilities for research in the Research Hall. Here, researchers can utilize the facilities to retrieve the information needed. The hall is also equipped with facilities for viewing microfilm and audiovisual. Copying facilities are also made available. The National Archives of Malaysia has a variety of research materials. These are compiled under collections, fields, categories and media. All these are acquired from government agencies, commercial houses and private individuals. Researchers can retrieve information from primary sources which are unique, reliable and authentic, which could be used in making important decisions in formulating laws, determining boundaries, protecting individual rights, and also in the writing of the nation's history. Researchers can also refer to secondary sources in the departmental library. Here, various books, serial publications such as journals and annual reports from national and international sources, including theses of academic studies, are also available for use. Access to these materials is made available by both manual and electronic finding aids. Archivists are also on hand to provide necessary assistance needed. All the collections of the national heritage are kept and preserved in the National Archives repository and its branches throughout the country. Each repository complies to the same standard in maintaining and preserving the quality of the materials kept. These include the creation of a suitable controlled environment to avoid damage and deterioration. The preservation techniques and methods used at the National Archives of Malaysia are among the best in the Southeast Asian region. This is the result of constant comparative studies and research on best practices carried out in line with latest development and technology. In realigning with the creation of an electronic government, The National Archives of Malaysia has taken proactive measures with the implementation of a project studying the needs for the preservation of electronic records in the public sector known as eSpark. It is aimed at preparing the policies and guidelines towards the management and maintenance of electronic records in the public sector. However, the National Archives will continue giving its priority to visits and briefings to government agencies to increase the awareness and need for an effective management of public records, both conventional and electronic. The National Archives of Malaysia is also responsible for a number of memorials in the country. Based on the principle of total archives, the memorials serve as important institutions which indirectly place the philosophies, thoughts and contributions of leaders in the history of the nation through preservation and the exhibition of historical items commemorating certain historical events, personalities and historical aspects. As a means of bringing the holdings closer to the public, the National Archives of Malaysia organizes various activities such as the Heritage Week, exhibitions, polemics and print, as well as electronic publications. In recognition of its achievement, National Archives of Malaysia was awarded the MS ISO 9002-1994 certificate in December 2000 for work processes in the acquisition and preservation of official government files. Again, the National Archives reached its highest performance when it was awarded with MS ISO 9001-2000. The National Archives of Malaysia plays an active role in programs and activities organized by archives communities internationally. In 2002, it was selected and given the honor to host the International Council on Archives Congress 2008 in Kuala Lumpur. To create a knowledgeable Malaysian society with love for history and the nation, the National Archives of Malaysia will continue to carry out its task of keeping and preserving the national heritage while enhancing its role as a prominent content provider in the country. In its mission, the National Archives of Malaysia will strive to increase its collection of national heritage and will always provide an efficient, effective and value-added services. Rest assured, the role of the National Archives of Malaysia is of great importance in mapping the future society.